We added a lot more shower door pulls this year in multiple series, so you'll see those. And, you know, one of the things that will amaze you is I did a job with a dealer in Atlanta. They had all the faucets and everything, and neither one of us really thought about, hey, let's, you know, solve for shower door hardware. But the client came back and said, hey, I saw on Watermark's website where they have shower door hardware. And so we all got together, figured out what they needed and everything. So I think the original order was about $8,000 for the shower and the lap faucet. By the time we were done adding the shower door hardware to multiple showers, then we also were able to, because we could get matching finishes, we were able to sell shower systems and those showers. The job went from about a $12,000 job to about a $20,000 job, all because we had shower door hardware, so yeah, or handles. And so once they realized they could get all this stuff to match, they were like, well, instead of using this faucet over here, let's just use a Watermark faucet because we can get the hardware to match. So definitely something that you want to talk about. Another thing to keep in mind is we don't do shower door hinges. So your manufacturer, whoever that is, that's doing the shower door hinges or the install, will have the hinges. The homeowner can get, the builder can get, you can get the shower door hinges, and if you're producing an order with Watermark in a certain finish, you can send the hinges to us and we will plate them so they all match. And that really doesn't just apply for hinges. That could be a point-of-use faucet. So Mountain Plumbing has a point-of-use faucet that you want to use, but you want it to match rose gold from Watermark. You send us the faucet along with your order for your kitchen faucet from Watermark, and we will produce them at the same time. They will quote that per job, and it usually runs right along in the same lead time as long as we get the product pretty close to the PO. So the only criteria for all that is the products. Any product you send us has to be all brass. Okay. Something else that we have had in the book, and something, to be quite honest with you, I got busted on this the other day. I said, oh man, those are really cool. And I said, I'm really glad you came out with those. And I was told we've had them for 6 years. So it's one of those things that even I overlook. So I started looking through all the different series, and every series has mirrors to match. So it's one of those things that add-on sales that if you show it to your customer, a lot of times they don't know it's available. We don't know a lot of times as the showroom people, and as the salespeople, we kind of overlook them. So keep that in mind, that we do have mirrors for all different series. We've added some new stuff in the Alamatol lavatory set. I love the industrial look of Alamatol, but this one doesn't really do a lot for me, but this one's pretty good, the pot filler. This is the telescoping one, so this moves in and out, and this little nut right here secures it so that it doesn't, you know, move around while you're actually using it. But it has a 5-inch telescoping extension. And then I know we all care about Cal Green here in the South, so just for you that care, we now have Cal Green compliant exposed Alamatol shower systems. We also, the HLine, which has been one of the most popular series that we have had in the last couple of years. I do a ton with this. We added some new spouts to it to hopefully keep that movement going forward. This was a typical, this is not exactly the HLine, I think. Yeah, this is the HLine exact, and this is what we've been selling a lot of. We also came out with these to do wall mount lavatory spouts. And so you can get it with the different handles, the lever or the cross. You can get it with the 2-handle, 1-handle, and then you also can add this back plate as well. It's a Roman tub set. new Roman tub set for Chelsea. So it's not really new. We had it in the line, didn't sell. Got a ton of requests to bring it back, so we brought it back. So that's the new things for 2018. And then we're going to just kind of run through a few things about the catalog so you can understand if you have it already or if it's coming, what you're looking for. So what you will find is they come in a cardboard type, a really hard cardboard black holder. In that black holder, you're going to have 3 books. You're going to have the Watermark collection, the Heritage collection, and then what we call an Explorer book. An Explorer book is basically just a picture book. So it's a wish book, motivation book, to get people excited about the product. And then you have your 2 select books, which your select books are you're actually selecting product. And the 2 series, Watermark is more your contemporary and industrial series, and the Heritage is your transitional and traditional series. 12 in each one. So this is, one of them is kind of a greenish black, and the other one is more of a white with black accents. Those would be the 2 books that you have. When you get to the first cover of the book, and this is the main thing I want you to grasp out of what we're going to talk about right here, is we went from 3 finished categories, A, B, and C, to now 5 finished categories, A, B, C, D, and E. All of those finishes that we talked about that were in your 2016 book or on your 2016 board that you don't see here, you still can get all of them. They just fall into this category E. And then, so what's different about our categories this time is not only are there 5 different price points, but these also signify your lead times. So I'm going to jump to this little sheet right here. So this addendum, we're either sending it with the catalogs or emailing it to you later so that you have the information. So if you look right here, you have Group A, 2 to 4 weeks, Group B, 3 to 5, so on and so forth. The only caveat to this is if it is a Lawn Vital series, you add 1 week to whichever group that you're pricing in. So 13 weeks if it's Group E, but this is not where we are selling. These are not the finishes that we're selling most of in a Lawn Vital, believe it or not. So we've gotten where the beginning of 2017, the Lawn Vital was taking sometimes 16, 17 weeks we were quoting. We got it down to 10 to 12, and now depending on the finish, it could actually be 2 to 4. And then what will also happen is, especially like in the polished chrome, you could order something in polished chrome and we tell you it's 2 to 4 weeks and we're going to ship it in 5 days. Just because the series is easy to get it through the factory, there's not as many parts. So we're going to tell you 2 to 4. You're going to know 2 to 4, but realistically, you'll see a lot of this product show up in 7 to 10 days, which is really, really awesome. So in a Lawn Vital, one of the biggest finishes that I sold this year in the Lawn Vital was gunmetal. So gunmetal is in category B. So if I go back to my sheet here, category B is 3 to 5 weeks. I add a week for Lawn Vital. I now have a Lawn Vital in 6 weeks, which is unbelievable. It's very exciting. And I've seen it happen already. We've already been doing that. So we're going to get rid of the stigma of you can't sell Watermark because it takes too long. So now one of my things was in the beginning when I started with Watermark was, we're not your remodeler guy. We're not your guy who's coming in or your lady who's coming in and they need a faucet in 3 weeks. We can't help them. But now we can remove that because here you can say, okay, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, category A, category B, and category C, anything that you want to pick in there, we're 9 weeks or less. Okay, if you only got 4 weeks, then we need to be somewhere in group A and B. And now you still have some of our most popular finishes available in A and B: polished nickel, satin nickel, gunmetal, So we're getting better. Our goal is first quarter of 2018, by the end of the first quarter, is to shave another week off every one of these lead times. So that's our goal. And we've done a tremendous job this year. I'm very excited about it. If you can't tell, I'm very excited about it that we're being able to do that. So as you can see, we went from gunmetal went from group C, which it was our most expensive, and now went into group B, which is a slight upcharge over polished chrome now. So it's really pretty cool as well. We do a lot of gunmetal right now. For whatever reason, it's a very popular finish. All custom finishes, as I said, move to group E. Also changes in your lead time as well. So you get into the longer lead times. We talked about the red handle for the Brooklyn. There's no upcharge for that. So if it's polished chrome, it's priced at polished chrome. If it were gunmetal for whatever reason, if somebody wanted gunmetal in red, then it would just get priced at gunmetal. You don't increase for the red.